Welcome to Mobile Electronic Diagnostic. This is Muhammad Harun Idris. Please subscribe, share, and like. Today I want to give you a reading of the exhaust cam 1, exhaust cam 2, the desired reading when the car is running and the RPM is normal, like in regular RPM, 700 RPM. What are you expecting from the exhaust camshaft? We have two exhaust camshaft, and we have two exhaust camshaft, and we have two intake what they call exhaust camshaft, and we have also two intake camshaft. So look here now. This is a desire. You see, this is the exhaust camshaft desire position when the car is running. It's supposed to be 121 degree. This for the exhaust cam 2. I change it, I make this way, so at least you will be able to understand it. This is exhaust cam 1 duty cycle. With the RPM not accelerating, supposed to below 1000, supposed to be 0. The exhaust desire, exhaust cam 1 desire while the car is running, 121.3. Right now is 121.7. It's not bad, the actual position. The duty cycle, this is for only one exhaust 1. It has a desire, it's supposed to be this. Actual engine is running is 121.8. With the RPM, car running like 700 RPM, 0. If I give gas a little bit to go to 1000 RPM, look here, I'm going to give gas here. 1000 RPM. The duty cycle, you see, it is 0. I'm going to give more than that to 2000. You see, as soon as I exceed it, it fluctuates sometime. I left it, give gas. You see, when I give gas, it moves. They go down from 21 to 15 to 10, you see, to 8. I never see go below 100. It's 110. This is exhaust. The same exhaust 1, exhaust cam 1. The same thing for exhaust cam 2. I change the reading so that you just see the difference. Duty cycle, I give gas over 1000, 3000. You see, when I let it go, it changed. Give gas, you see, it changed. But even if, no matter what you accelerate, this one here is supposed to be in this limit. So just put in your mind that if your timing is okay, you should get those reading on 3.6 liter Jeep, Grand Cherokee, Chrysler, Town and Country, all those cars with a dual exhaust, Durango. Right now this is Durango, 2016-17, Jeep, Grand Cherokee. All those engine, all Chrysler, Town and Country, Pacifica, any car with 3.6 liter, you're supposed to get this degrees reading on the exhaust. There is two exhaust camshaft, exhaust camshaft 1, exhaust camshaft 2, because we have exhaust on the left side and we have exhaust on the right side. This car is a V6. So each reading, if the timing is okay, you should get this reading. You see here? Look at this correctly, because we are going to get the cam 2. So this is for exhaust. You got it correctly. Hopefully you understand that we have two camshaft, we have two exhaust camshaft, and the exhaust camshaft, the reading, the desired reading that while the car is running is 121.6, and right now the car is running 121.67. is fluctuating. The duty cycle the car is not running is 0. The same for the other side. The car have two camshaft exhaust, and have two camshaft intake. So this is the reading of exhaust. Look at it, exhaust. Exhaust means that the gas that coming out of the engine, I mean the smoke that coming, the burning material that coming out of the engine after it burn. Intake, that means the fresh air that coming inside before it burn. Also, the timing must be. Why I'm giving you this? Because we are going to check a car that we have a code of the timing issue, like crankshaft timing or crankshaft circuit. So we're going to read those and see the differences. I'm gonna go and show you the duty cycle for the intake too. So I'm gonna go back, or no, oh sorry. I'm gonna go back here and then merge graphic. Okay, let me see what I'm gonna, no, I don't need this. I'm gonna say show all. Now I'm gonna go back the same place. I'm gonna take intake. I need 2 intake camshaft, left and right, and intake camshaft 1, two intake camshaft. It kind of confused, but hopefully you get it. If you don't get this one, you will not know what happened to the car. Forget about the engine degree and the sink, camshaft sink, state mile per hour, no. It's exhaust camshaft crank differences. This one, crank, like exhaust camshaft crank differences. This is not my problem. I'm going to look for intake now. Okay, this intake 1. I'm gonna uncheck all this. Hopefully you understand this one here. Because I'm gonna take intake too. Please be patient with me. I'm gonna uncheck those. We don't need no headache. We don't need no headache. So now I'm gonna go back to intake, inhalation, intake 1, the actual position, intake 1, actual position, intake duty cycle. Okay, I don't need this. I don't need this. I don't need this. I don't need this. I don't want to confuse. I'm talking about intake duty cycle. Intake duty cycle. Hold on, please. Okay, now we're gonna talk with intake. Intake 1. Intake 1, actual position, desired position. Look here. The intake is supposed to be 146. The exhaust is 121. All the exhaust is 121. The intake is 146 degree. You see 146. Duty cycle is 0 while the car is running. Because I have intake left side and intake right side. Intake bank 1, intake bank 2. So here, look here. 147. Intake duty cycle 0. Intake actual, look here now. Now what I need to do is, I'm going to go back. I have 4. So I'm going to put the cam 2 like this. Cam 2. So just to be different. And their duty cycle, I make a mistake this one. Let me change it. Come this way. Intake 2, desire is supposed to be like this. Right now we have 147, not bad. So the difference is between the intake must be 147 or something like that. The exhaust must be 121 when the car is running. Okay. This is 2, and the duty cycle is 0. When I give gas, you see, near that one. Now, and when I give gas to this one, it go to 125. It go back to this one. Now, intake 1, desire, intake 1, actual value. Let me show you here. Desire, duty cycle. That's 1, duty cycle is here. Okay, now you see, everything is there. So, the intake is 146, 147. Duty cycle must be the same, like 46, 50. When the gas go up, they all jump. You see, the duty cycle of this one. Where is the duty? Yeah, here. I did not put it yet. Duty cycle of this one supposed to be here. So this is intake 1. Look here. This is intake 2. 47. You need to understand that the exhaust, the final information here, we have to know that the exhaust is 121 the desire while the car is running, regular RPM. But the intake, which is the inhalation, it take more, is 147, almost 150. Those are the numbers that you need to see when you are diagnosing the timing issue in the car. Duty cycle move when you accelerate and go all the way to 1000 is supposed to start changing, fluctuating. You see, the duty cycle 47 degree, and here is 47 degree duty cycle person. DC, anyhow, duty cycle or something like that. Subscribe and share and like, please. And see you in another video. This is Muhammad Harun Idris. This is the understanding of how the two camshaft working, their position, their actual position. Let me see. Okay, if I turn the ignition off, engine key on. What number you need? Ignition on. What number do you need to see? They freeze, so there is no reading. Everything freeze on the degree. Can I get anything? Okay, let me just, yeah, the numbers are there. I don't know when they're gonna go away. Turn the car off. I turn the car off completely. They are freeze. Okay, they start working. Because the number are there with the ignition on, I am not sure. But if I go back completely and come back to data, I'm gonna turn the car off, ignition on, just ignition on. Ignition is on. Let me see what I'm getting. Sorry, I take you for a long time, but I have to do this because I have the next car that's parked there. You see that car there? We have a problem with the crankshaft, camshaft code, and we need to know what is the reading supposed to be. Keep going. And then we're gonna come and look for the heater. Always train yourself on a good car, on a good running car. You see? Those 121, they must be there. 146 must be there. So that's the actual numbers. By car running, after the car start running, then they start changing. The degree and the desire after the car running, they start changing. But put in your mind that those are the numbers that is there all the time in a good working car. You see here? Thank you for watching Mobile Electronic Diagnostic. This is Muhammad Harun Idris. I'm sorry, it's so night here. Subscribe and share and like, and see you in another video. This is Muhammad Harun Idris.